Hey guys, welcome back to Sissy Spaces, and thanks for being here. Today's video is a DIY patio and garden refresh, clean and decorate with me. And as you can see, it's gonna be a lot of work. Along with cleaning and decorating the patio and garden, we're painting a few patio furniture pieces, planting several begonias for summer, and de-weeding the side of our home as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's DIY patio and garden refresh, and it motivates you to do some outdoor cleaning and decorating of your own. And as always, if you enjoyed today's video, please remember to like, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share. Now that the patio has been cleared, the real work begins, starting with removing the weeds that have grown in between the pavers. We did lay down a weed barrier prior to adding these brick pavers, but that was over 10 years ago. So once per year like today, I pull the weeds and apply Roundup where needed. I have tried pouring over the weeds, boiling water, rock salt, sand, and white distilled vinegar mixed with salt and dish soap, but unfortunately the weeds still return every year. Before power washing the patio, I like using this cordless leaf blower by Steel, which does a great job of removing the leaves and other debris as needed. It also allows me to move fairly quickly, clearing this large patio in a shorter amount of time. And compared to raking or sweeping, this handheld leaf blower reduces the amount of elbow grease needed to get the job done. I also like using it to remove the dirt and debris from the patio furniture, and it helps with removing the critters that have made themselves a home under the pillows and seat cushions. 2 years ago, I spray painted these end tables as well as the coffee table, and today my goal is to repaint them before it rains. It has been raining all week, but according to today's weather, rain is not expected until later in the evening. So once done cleaning them, we'll give them an hour to dry before applying a fresh coat of paint. There is an advantage to receiving a lot of rain when gardening, and that is it's much easier to pull the weeds at the roots because the roots of the weeds are much looser due to the moisture in the soil. But this also means if any weeds are left on the surface after being pulled, they can quickly reroot due to the wet conditions. So although it was painful and did take a lot longer than anticipated, it was important that I remove the weed at the root to prevent it from regrowing. And although not shown, our youngest was cleaning the cushions of the patio furniture as well as preparing the spot where I plan to spray paint the tables shown earlier. And once done de-weeding the garden in the front of our home, I de-weeded the side of our home as well. I must admit that it did require a lot more effort to remove the weeds on the side of our home because most of the weeds were trapped in the custom edging we had installed over 15 years ago. But once the weeding was done, it was time to have a little fun using the power washer. And along with power washing the patio, I also wanted to power wash the exterior of our home as well. We did have several of our hardy plank siding replaced, so that's the reason for the different colors, but we do plan to have our home repainted within the next year. As you can see, I get a little carried away when using the power washer, but this happens every year. It's just so satisfying seeing the dirt and grime wash away with a few simple passes. And as a person who suffers from anxiety, power washing is very therapeutic because it's a repetitive task that requires little effort. And in my opinion, it's also relaxing and extremely gratifying, seeing the patio transform from dirty to clean in an instant. like using the Rust-Oleum satin protective enamel on our patio furniture because it's easier to clean than glossier options and more resistant to scuffs and stains than matte finishes. I also prefer using spray paint because it's faster than using brushes and rollers, and it's excellent for reaching into tight, hard-to-reach areas. And of course, using spray paint versus brushes and rollers allows for faster drying time and cleanup is a breeze. But unfortunately, it did rain while the paint was still wet, so later in the video, you'll notice the spots and uneven color. Our youngest did a good job of removing most of the dirt and debris from the patio furniture, but as you can see, he forgot to clean the resin boxes that we use to hold our cooking wood, fire starters, newspapers, and thermometer. I also cleaned the wrought iron chairs, cushions, and pillow covers, removing any remaining dust and debris seen. And while doing so, notice a few spots on the cushion covers that I was unable to remove. But these are removable cushion covers, which means they can be placed in the wash. But because of the time constraints, I decided not to do so today, and we'll do it before our next outdoor event. Here, I'm getting fresh water in order to remove the water spots or streaks from the windows and doors. I'm also doing a quick clean of this trash receptacle that we keep outside. The power washer did a great job of removing the stains from the windows and doors, but I still like to clean them by hand to remove the mineral deposits left behind once the water evaporated. We do have fixed windows off our family room, which means they're set in a closed position and cannot be opened. This also means a window screen is not needed, which makes it more convenient and easier to clean. I do clean this door periodically using the Sprayway foaming glass cleaner, but today chose to use water with a small amount of Dawn dish detergent. And along with cleaning the door, I also wanted to clean this light fixture, and we'll have hubby remove the top of it later so I can clean the interior of it as well. The last thing we need to clean are the in-ground solar lights I picked up from Sam's 2 years ago. 3 are no longer working, so I replaced them with 3 new in-ground solar lights from Amazon. And if interested, I'll have them linked in my description box. To ensure they're shining bright tonight, I'm cleaning the top of them so they can receive plenty of sunlight. And this year, I remembered to wear knee pads in order to protect my knees. While cleaning these in-ground solar lights in this front door, I was thinking about all of the hard work we've done so far today. For instance, we've de-weeded the patio, front and side gardens, cleared the debris off the patio, and power washed it along with the rear of our home. We've also refreshed the patio furniture and painted the patio tables. And after cleaning the in-ground solar lights in this front door, we'll finish cleaning for the day by sweeping the sidewalk and the landscaped area located on the side of the driveway. And once the sweeping is done, we'll return the furniture to the patio and call it a day. And tomorrow, we'll have some fun decorating. 2 weeks ago, hubby power washed this area as well as the sidewalk and driveway. So today, to clean it, a quick sweep will suffice. I also plan to add rubber mulch to this front garden, but only to the areas where it was de-weeded. And although cedar mulch is best at suppressing weeds, I prefer to use rubber mulch, which is more durable and stays in place even during a heavy rainfall. Also, rubber mulch doesn't absorb water, allowing it to pass through the soil, and is generally resistant to pests like termites and ants, unlike wood mulch, which can attract them. And although more expensive, rubber mulch can last for years, often 10 years or more, unlike wood mulch, which decomposes. Usually when tackling yard work, it's a family affair, but unfortunately our oldest was at work and hubby was resting up after mowing and edging the lawn. So although it did take longer to refresh our patio and garden for summer, we, our youngest and I, completed it in under 5 hours. And after returning the furniture to the patio, we called it a night, and the next day, hubby and I visited Lowe's to pick up additional supplies needed. Each year, I add new red lava rocks to the fire pit, as well as sand under the outdoor garbage cans. So today, we picked up 2 of each, along with 6 bags of the brown rubber mulch and a 25-quart bag of the Miracle-Gro all-purpose potty mix, which was on sale for 2 for $16. And once done gathering all of our supplies, we loaded up the truck and headed home so I could finish this patio and garden, refresh, clean, and decorate with me for summer 2025. While I was eating lunch with hubby, our youngest placed 2 bags of the brown rubber mulch here and the 2 bags of sand by the garbage cans. I also asked him to leave the red lava rocks by the fire pit, and I had him place the 4 remaining bags of brown rubber mulch on the back patio. This front garden only needed 2 bags of mulch because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm only placing the fresh mulch in the areas that were de-weeded. And of course, Max supervised from a distance to ensure it was done correctly. After a quick sweep, my next outdoor project is to lay the 2 bags of sand under the garbage cans. This not only prevents them from sinking into the soft ground, especially after rain, but this also deters pests. And another reason why I place sand under the garbage cans is to prevent them from tipping over or getting stuck in the mud. By the way, I am using a paver-based sand by Earth Essentials, which is great at providing a smooth, level surface and prevents the ground from beneath the garbage cans from getting muddy or shifting from the weather. As you can see, this was a quick and easy outdoor project that has solved a lot of problems since we started placing our garbage cans outside versus in the garage. And after putting the garbage cans on top of the fresh sand, we'll move on to our third outdoor project, which is spreading the 4 remaining bags of brown rubber mulch around the in-ground solar lights. Since doing this, I no longer need to do weed around them as often, as this brown rubber mulch does a great job of suppressing the weeds. Now that our third quick and easy outdoor project is complete, we'll move on to our fourth, which is pouring and spreading the 2 bags of red lava rocks in the fire pit. I do this every year because these red lava rocks are heat resistant and provides excellent drainage, thus preventing water accumulation from occurring within the pit. And when roasting marshmallows over the fire, the red lava rocks retain and radiate heat, which allows the fire to burn longer. From here, we'll start decorating using 2 Oxnard rust-colored planters from at home. My plan is to add fresh begonias in 2 different colors. But before doing so, I place pavers inside of the planters. The pavers will cover the drainage holes and keep soil from coming out as I water the plants. The pavers will also elevate the fresh flowers above the planters and reduce the amount of potting soil needed. It's also a great idea to add pavers or rocks inside of your planters because it weighs them down, thus preventing them from tipping over during harsh weather. Now that our freshly painted tables are in place and we've added several outdoor decor pillows, we'll finish decorating this outdoor area, adding these fresh begonias from Home Depot. The begonia bronze sleeve in the color red will be planted in the smaller planter, and the larger lighter begonia will be planted in the larger planter. I also picked up a smaller bag of potting mix along with 3 more begonias, but in the color white. And my plan is to plant those in a decorative pot from Ross, which will be shown later. By the way, these plants were a lot heavier than expected, so please excuse me from dropping this larger one. In my opinion, planting is always a messy process, and I think I poured most of the potting mix on the ground versus in the pot. But after filling in the gaps around both begonias, I was excited to plant the 3rd one in this decorative bowl from Ross, which was a great find for less than $15. And I added additional felt pads on the bottom to protect the table. I also found a decorative marble dish from Ross for less than $17, and we'll share it with you in a future video. I rarely plant begonias in a shallow container, especially one without holes, because when planting several begonias together in a single container, they should be spaced 4 to 6 inches apart, and they require watering from the bottom versus the top. So the next day, once done filming, I did remove the white begonias from the Ross's container and planted them in the front garden. Also, the brass metal watering can is from Target's Hearth and Hand with magnolia, and according to the product details, is stainless steel and rust resistant, which means I can leave it outside. And before giving you a look at our DIY patio and garden refresh, clean and decorate with me for summer 2025, let's look at where we started. If you made it this far in the video, I want to thank you for watching Sissy Spaces. And if you enjoyed today's video, please like, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.